Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? There was an interesting article that was written. The person makes some great points that I think it's worth going over. Let's go ahead and touch on this article. Before we get started, though, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. If you are not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, check out our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. If you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. Okay, so here we go. It says the gold coins broadening and cementing economic confusion. It said the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe really loves to lie to the people and then start believing its own lies. Yeah, there's a lot of that, especially in politics. This thing of gold coins to preserve value does not make any economic logic. First, Zimbabwe is already using its gold to import critical supplies and paying local needs. It is not exactly feasible that the authorities have excess and just make it float around to use it to cause saving and preserve value. Second, our challenge is the Forex. Why would a central bank make money float around instead of acquiring Forex by selling the gold? I believe it would be very irrational analysis of opportunity cost. Third, the workers in Zimbabwe are earning peanuts and the unemployed have challenges with investment alternatives. The real challenge for most is that their incomes are so paltry to even feed themselves adequately, to even think of saving using coins. So I understand what this person's saying. If these people are only making enough money to barely get by and survive, I'm sure savings is not one of the first things on their mind. This product is not for the generality of the people, neither is it for the corporates. Fourth, no company will survive in a 200% inflation environment by keeping its money in coins that have an annual return of 30%. Money must sweat, yet these coins are to preserve value. Companies desire to increase value, not preserve it. The people in Zimbabwe really love complex things. We just need decent policies and people to do just what every country in the world is doing. Gold coins, United States dollars, and Zim dollars in just one economy for what? The country needs to have a currency that works, not to have an additional currency called the gold coins. While gold coins are expected to be the medium to save and preserve value as an alternative to the US dollar and not a currency, no corporate or individual at the moment and in this environment has the pleasure to preserve value instead of growing it above inflation in hundreds. So I get the point of what this person's saying, but make sure we understand something. Supporting your currency with gold is a lot different than people investing and holding gold coins. If Zimbabwe is going to go back to the gold standard, that strengthens their currency. A lot of countries should pay attention to what the heck Russia is doing over there. It's a smart move. Make your currency a gold-backed currency and demand when people do trade with you that they use the local currencies. Zimbabwe dollars suck. As a matter of fact, there's only one place in which people recognize the Zim dollar, and that is in Zimbabwe. That currency is not an international currency. It is not recognized anywhere outside of Zimbabwe. That's how bad things are there for them. The challenge for the majority of workers earning peanuts and the unemployed is not lack of saving alternatives, but that they do not have enough income to even feed themselves. For corporates, I see limited value in these gold coins. A finance director who keeps gold coins, which may yield 30% per year in a country with inflation of 191%, would not be quite good at treasury since the Zim dollar denominated. In any case, money must be made to sweat, not to be kept in the safes. It would help if it was a medium of exchange. which will make our country have three currencies such as gold coins, US dollars, and Zim dollars with multiple exchange rates like Forex auction, interbank, parallel, ecocash, cash, and transfers. There is a lot of confusion to it to comprehend anything. It is far better to do the basic like everyone else, to just have a currency. The Kucoin concept, which these gold coins intend to imitate, were based on trust, which is non-existent in the Zimbabwe scenario. This lack of trust is so because depending on outcome of the experiment gold coins, investors will face a plethora of new rules and statutory instruments. No one trusts the Reserve Bank, and it is imperative to start from there by answering the questions of how we can make people trust the central bank. I wouldn't trust any central bank. I don't even trust the bank at all. I don't even keep my money in the bank. Who could trust a person who did not resign after they said they would make the Zim dollar equivalent to the US dollar? Who trusts a liar to superintend over the central bank? Everywhere in the world, people go to bank their money, get interest, withdraw it, invest it, obtain credit cards, transfer it, borrow, and so forth. It is not the Zimbabwe we must have. We do not need all these complexities. One must measure success just on the basics. That's a dang shame. Like I was saying, it's interesting that the companies that have the richest resources tend to be the poorest. Why Zimbabwe cannot be a normal economy is because besides our politics not being right, we attempt to solve simple problems using complex solutions. Anyone who uses common sense will tell you that we need just one currency, floating exchange rate, financing long-term projects with long-term finance, and not print money. Amen to all that, that's for sure. This is what I was speaking about before. If you're a country that is using both the US dollar, and your dollar is weak, you can count on people on the black markets trading the local currency for the US dollar. The smart thing is to stop using other currencies and just use yours. This will help strengthen your currency. I spoke about the same thing with other countries' currencies. We should disabuse ourselves of the notion that money will come without growing the economy. See, that's a lot of things I speak about when it comes to Iraqi dinar and people wanting the exchange rate to change. Their economy is not stable, nor is it strong. Just because they make a ton of money off of one production doesn't make it stable. Productive sectors should be funded. There is a need for a new breed of investor. Zimbabwe should reject over-reliance on a primary industry, have a proper innovation and funding hubs, and leapfrog regional peers on fourth industrial revolution. Why one gets so excited about this fourth industrial revolution? This is part of the Great Reset. It's part of the World Economic Forums. This is Klaus Schwab's idea of what the fourth industrial revolution is, and it's not what you want. As long as we are net importers and demand US dollars will not recede, and as long as we have three currencies, the bad money will die. Where is the gold when it is already used to import critical supplies and the balance is being smuggled out? There is no gold to just use as a store of value. The world over has moved to fiat currencies. This is based on trust, and we are attempting to move back to the gold standard. Yeah, go back to the gold standard first of all. And the whole world might have moved to fiat currencies, but as you can plainly see, they are killing the fiat currency. That's why you see countries printing up a storm. That's their way to push us into this Great Reset's central bank digital currency. So if I was this Arthur, I wouldn't be too excited about moving into a fiat currency. I would embrace the gold standard a whole lot more. It restricts the powers of your government, forces them to budget, and does a great job of keeping inflation under control. We need to grow our minds to think simple ideas. If I cannot explain money to my grandmother or child, then it is not money. Money must be simple to anyone. Not having Zim dollars, United States dollars, gold coins that echo cash rate, bank transfer rate, cash exchange rate, interbank rate, auction rate, gold coin rate, and so forth. It shows failure. Let us have a broad economic discussion with industry, government, workers, peasants, and unemployed for a new social contract. So, see this new social contract? This is all the terminology used by the Great Reset, a new social contract. So this person is slamming going back to the gold standard. Well, that would be the opposite of what these people want you to do over there at the Great Reset. They want you to embrace, is that what this person said? Embracing the fiat currency? No, don't do that. Go right into the gold standard. Is exactly what this country should do. I understand all the points this person's making. It makes absolutely good sense. But first of all, I would outlaw any other currencies being used by businesses, banks, stores, anybody else in the country, with a severe fine if you get caught doing so. I would then turn around and support your currency with gold and doing exactly what Russia is doing. It's necessary. You can help continue to build a wealth in Africa by building up your gold reserves by doing the same thing that Russia is doing. So will they do that? I doubt it, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on them. Anyways, that's it for now. Let me know what you think. So please hit the thumbs up button. Again, if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. I'll catch you later. I'm out.